Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of History with Dino. Today we're going to be talking about something you'll be familiar with if you ever read Percy Jackson, Greek fire. Turns out it's actually based on a real thing. The Byzantines used it from the late 7th century onward, particularly in naval battles, as it did not go out when it landed on the water. Some even think that it might have burned stronger when in contact with water. But the thing is, we don't actually know what it was made of. There are a couple of theories involving saltpeter, quicklime, calcium phosphine, crude oil, and even the use of tree resin. But all we really know is that it burned on top of water, it was a liquid, and it was poured on other ships in naval battle using siphons. Also, there was a lot of smoke when it ignited. The most interesting part of this is the deployment mechanism. The most common way was to use a tube to pour it onto enemies. At best, it could kind of spray towards the other navy, but it was certainly not a long distance weapon. There are even accounts of handheld versions to use in siege warfare, basically the first modern flamethrower. But it could be countered by a couple of things. Sand could put it out, which makes sense, strong vinegar, and pee, specifically old pee. Awesome. Also, it could only be used if the water was calm and the wind was on the Byzantine side. Why? Well, you can do the math. The problem with a liquid-based short-range weapon is that it can blow back towards you. And since it gets worse with water, it can do some pretty tidy damage to a fleet. And unfortunately, it is really hard to put out. So unless you have some jars of old pee lying around, you might be fucked. Of course, if you use it right, it does the same thing to your enemies, so it was a pretty effective weapon. Unfortunately, the history of the substance is pretty slim since its recipe was a closely guarded state secret. Who knows? Maybe you could be the one who figures out the recipe. Anyway, that's all for me here today at History with Dino. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like, and I'll see you again soon with another video.